Now, let's roll right into it. So 10% disability. That is going to get you a base rate of $175 on a monthly basis. Okay, $175. But now take in consideration, this is tax-free. Okay, tax-free benefit. It is going to be direct deposit to you every single month. Again, ongoingly for the rest of your life. With that, I also want you to understand and consider this 10% could impact daily functioning needs. Not so severe, however, severe enough that it does affect you and is chronic and is ongoing. Now, 20%. 20% base rate is going to be $346.95. Okay, as you know, monthly basis, every single month for the rest of your life. There's many ancillary benefits that we can talk about per each disability rating. We won't do that this go round. We're only focusing on the compensation rates. But again, that'll be another video for another date. Specifically, federal, state benefits are going to be offered, but we'll talk about that at a later date. With that, 30%. 30%, this here is going to get you a base rate with no dependents at a rate of $537. $537.42. Okay, no dependents. However, now if you have a dependent, take in consideration that with a spouse, you're going to be able to receive $601.42. With a child, you're going to be able to receive $579.42. Okay, that is 1 and 1. Okay, and what I mean by 1 and 1, it means, again, base rate with a spouse, one spouse, base rate with a child, one child, separate. Okay, so with that, obviously, this is the beginning, the access of the dependency. Please take in consideration dependency is a option for many veterans. Spouse, child, parent, taking that in consideration, veterans. All right, we'll go ahead and continue on. However, we'll provide more information in relation to all dependency information later time. Now, at a 40% rate for you. All right, that 40% rate is going to go ahead and get you with no dependents, the $778 here with 43 cents. No dependents, spouse is going to go ahead and provide you the $855.43. With child, $824.43. Okay, but take in consideration 1 and 1. Okay, base rate with a spouse, $855. Base rate with a child, $824. All right. Now, moving on, 50%. 50% is going to go ahead and provide you the $1097 with 76 cents. No dependents. Again, base rate, tax-free, taking that consideration, tax-free. Okay. It is considered that, and we want to make sure we can go on and get into that. Again, we'll educate in that manner at a later date. Now, with spouse, $11.95 with 76 cents. With child, $11.57 with 76 cents. All right. Moving on here, 60%. 60%, that's going to be $13.85. Okay, $13.85 with no dependents. With spouse, $15.03. With child, $14.57. All right, that's 60%. 70% here, that's going to go ahead and provide you the $16.63. $16.63. With spouse, $18.02. With child, $17.48. Okay, 70% is very special. As you know, we teach veterans benefits and educate. However, we want to make sure that we're educating the right way. A veteran may qualify for individual unemployability if you cannot maintain gainful employment. We'll speak about that later date, later time. If you have immediate questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Now, 80%. Now we're going to go ahead and Again, expound upon this. It's going to be 1933. All right. With no dependents. With spouse, 2092. With child, 2030. Okay. With child, 2030. 90%, it's going to be 2172. With no dependents. With spouse, 2352. With child, 2282. All right. And the 100 percentile, this is going to go ahead and get you the with no dependents, 3831. With spouse, 4044. With child, 3974. As we know, 100%, it's going to qualify you for other ancillary benefits beyond just compensation, to include all the other, disability percentages as well. But access to a permanent and total disability will then be able to qualify you for, a various amount of other benefits associated. With all the other benefit percentages as well, you may qualify for special monthly compensation, automobile allowances, housing grants, so on and so forth, which we have so much information in regards to our platform where we're teaching courses based upon all additional benefits. That link will be below where you can be able to go ahead and access that information as well. All right. Now, when we're talking about this, we always want to consider all additional considerable benefits, right? So when we're talking about, additional considerations, qualifying for dependents, including spouse, child under 18. Now, when we're talking about dependents, that we understand that a lot of blended families together. Okay, that means adopted children. Okay, that means stepchildren. All right. So make sure we're taking that in consideration as well. All right. Also, dependent parents. I think that's a big miss that most veterans just do not take advantage of. It is a very, honorable duty of a veteran or anyone. However, a veteran is able to be compensated for being able to take on a dependent. Now, also, when we talk about a lot of these other issues, such as special monthly compensation, which again, we have courses on that to be able to teach and to be able to provide information on special monthly compensation. I'm not going to get too much into it, but again, special monthly compensation, aid in attendance, so on and so forth, is definitely a priority of benefits with other local and state benefits that's offered to you. All right. And again, property taxing exemption for many states. Again, these are various states. Obviously, these are legislations that sometimes may or may not be in effect, but you want to check with your local office or go ahead and give us a call. We'll definitely be able to support you and kind of walk you down that information. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we support, educate, and also thrive to share information to help one another.
Absolutely, Kenneth. Wonderful, wonderful information here as we kind of close out the segment. Want to get one last question for you. Now, we went down every part of the compensation, literally 0 to 100, and our veterans definitely appreciate that, and their families appreciate that, because the details, we definitely want to know that. So with understanding all of those different components, if you could kind of just leave us with, just some final advice that you would want to give to veterans regarding their pay rates in terms of, what should they know going into 2025?
Yes, sir. Going into 2025, I want you to take in consideration that these benefits are authorized for you. If there is a point of time when the benefits are going to kind of go through an overhaul, the VA, understandably, they're changing on a regular basis. Take the time to get the assistance needed to get access to your benefits. If you do not take that time, you may miss out on, again, benefits for your family that you actually sacrifice for.